Welcome everyone to the Target Center in downtown Minneapolis, Minnesota. It's the home.
Moin Leute, mein Name ist Gate2611 und willkommen zurück hier bei NBA 2K17 My Career. Ihr schaut dieses Gameplay auf unserem Channel Game Twice und wir spielen heute gegen die Houston Rockets um James Harden. Der ist natürlich mit von der Partie, der mit dem schönsten Bart in der Liga, so will man es ausdrücken. Und wir wollen mal gucken, was wir heute hier hinkriegen. Gegen ihn und die Minnesota Timberwolves. Aktuell glaube ich auf einer 8 oder 9 Spiele-Siegesserie, also von daher gehen wir nicht gerade als Nicht-Favorit in dieses Spiel, so will ich es mal ausdrücken.
Before the action gets going here, let's go to David Aldridge, who spoke with Mike D'Antoni. David, what's the news?
Guys, you told me they're
Thank you,
Okay, David, unterbrechen wir jetzt mal. Wir gehen jetzt direkt schon zum Tip-Off über. Und die Trikots, muss ich sagen, die sehen dope aus. Die gefallen mir, die müsste ich glaube ich auch mal ein bisschen öfter spielen. So, The Cat, come on. Hol uns einen Tip-Off. Ah, schade.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor.
Wenn ich Houston Rockets muss ich auch aufpassen, die sind so ein bisschen.
Beverly and Harden are the 1 and the 2. Anderson is out there with Nene, and it's a
Die sind auch so schnell mit Pick and Pop und auf Dreier sind sie auch gut, vor allem mit Harden.
Passes to Towns. On the wing, Wiggins. Nice ball movement by Minnesota.
Schade. Gut gedacht von Wiggins. Das war ein bisschen zu langsam. Komm, was ist jetzt los hier?
Towns, the screen. 6 to shoot. Prez dishes to Towns. Taken away by Nene. Ariza against Wiggins, Beverly, and the rejection by Schmidt, and they're able to recover. Here's Harden on the wing, defended by Young.
Wir dürfen Harden auf jeden Fall nicht ins Spiel kommen lassen, das ist das Problem. Sobald wir Harden ins Spiel kommen lassen, haben wir verloren.
The shot comes out. Towns with the defensive effort.
Ein erstes ist hier im Spiel mit dem schönen Erliegen. So muss das sein, wir müssen hier die Highlight-Plays auspacken.
Now here's Beverly. T right on him.
Komm hin, Beverly, das ist traurig.
To the middle, it's deflected.
Ah, schade.
Anderson passes to Harden.
Nein.
And it goes down 2
Ja, das
points.
sind Dinger, die wir nicht erlauben dürfen. Die zweiten Chances sind dann vor allem nicht für Harden, das ist die Sache.
Yeah, and that's exactly why he needs to become the primary focus for that defense.
Komm, Justice,
right away.
Orange Juice,
Try
baby.
to cool him off before he gets too hot.
And here's Beverly. 9 points last game out. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Wiggins with the
Wiggins.
ball. Goes
Schön.
up and lays it nice and easy. Wiggins has got his first bucket in this one.
And really like how Prez
Beverly's
keeps
kalt.
his hands moving, which is
Nice
why he
court.
comes away with important
Beverly.
steals.
Oh, schön.
And pushing it up is Minnesota, the Timberwolves again in transition. And that one's good. Wiggins.
Boy, you can't ask
Nice.
for much better. A scorching 4
Guter Transition Basketball, den wir hier spielen. Komm mal, du bist traurig. Ich spiele wieder zu Patrick.
And just under 2.5 minutes
Patrick
elapsed here in the
Beverly
first. Harden gets to Ariza to stop the run, and the rejection by Towns. The
Schade.
shot's good from Nene.
Aber The Cat ist auch on fire, das
Minnesota
gefällt mir.
leading by 3. Towns, a screen on Beverly. Prez kicks to Towns. Stolen by Nene.
Nee, ist aber doch schon hinten ganz gut. Ich muss
Harden up
mal
top,
zugeben.
defended by Young. Nene, the screen. He dishes it to Anderson. Doesn't go for him. So Minnesota will take it the other way. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
Yeah, the confidence just exuding in that performance on the offensive end. I mean, really illustrates how this team clicks when guys are communicating and executing as a cohesive unit.
You know, they completely dominated the pace at which this was played. They scored at will, and it was on the road, even more impressive.
Jetzt Turnover after Turnover.
And for a team with as much talent as the Rockets have had over the last few seasons, the results have been pretty mixed.
Yeah, and look at the club's recent rosters. I mean, they've been filled with a couple mega stars and then everyone else. At some point, you have to look
Packen jetzt erstmal eine LU aus hier,
and make the commitment
wenn wir wieder ins Spiel kommen.
to play for each other. Unselfish,
Wir
fundamental
müssen uns das
basketball.
Selbstvertrauen zurückholen jetzt mit den ganzen Turnovers, die wir jetzt gerade hatten.
Harden against Young. Harden dishes to Anderson. Here's Beverly. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Young for three. It's
Schade,
rebounded
ich
by
wollte eigentlich
Houston.
direkt zu
They
Justice,
defeated
aber
the Pelicans in their last
irgendwie haben die
game.
mich nicht gelassen.
And then in that game, guys, I mean, the beneficiary of what was some very lackluster defense being played against them.
Well, hard to dispute. They faced
Ja, das
very little resistance.
Vielleicht besser, dass der Coach jetzt das
But still, you
Timeout
have
nimmt,
to
damit wir das
convert
Spiel nochmal ein bisschen wirklich beruhigen und die Schnelligkeit rausnehmen, die vielen Turnovers.
Harden is exposing us, fellas. He is breaking down our defense. He is really causing problems.
I'd be interested in this. How would you define it?
You know, I think you can see a player who has played the game from their earliest. Like, I picked the game up at 7 years old when I moved next door to a park. And when you play the game from that young an age, there's just this natural
Warum macht denn
understanding
Justice den
of the
Stepback und
nuance
warum
of the game.
ist Karl Anthony
Like, my
Towns nicht in
son's
der Mitte,
played
sondern
golf
auf der
since the time he was 2
Dreierposition?
years old. He's been on a golf course. There's a nuance, there's a feel for it that you
Capella
can't
ist dran.
teach. It's been developed because it's been a part of who you are for such a long time.
It's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession. Big group substitution now for Minnesota.
Oh, wir gehen jetzt schon raus. Naja.
Minnesota leading by 6. Schmidt, he's in at the point. Bialica is out there with Towns. Then there's Cole Aldrich. And it's Young in at the two-guard
Das
spot.
ist
So that's the
hier
lineup for Minnesota.
Cat abholen.
He may be in his formative years, but Karl Anthony Towns looking like a vet shot maker.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David
Easy
Aldridge.
Cut, ey.
Thank you, Kevin.
Mein
well,
Fehler.
Perez in their last
Müssen wir
game
nicht so
against
einfach
the
ins
Bulls
Spiel kommen
was
lassen.
terrific. He scored 26 points, and that was just the start of it. He wound up with a triple-double in what was quite a display for
Oh,
him.
schöner Pass,
He
aber ich
racked
wollte
up
eigentlich...
big numbers in what was a really good performance. Can he carry it over tonight?
Eigentlich wollte ich
We'll see,
zum...
Kevin.
Okay,
zu
Dave thinks it
Justice.
was a performance that
Der war
has to
beim
have
Dreier
their
frei, aber...
upcoming opponents
Naja, das ist nämlich
terrified.
auch ein One. Könnte ja trotzdem 3-Punkte-Play werden.
I mean,
Geht
anybody
sogar,
who saw
nice.
that game has to still be in awe of what he was able to do. Just absolutely dominant.
We all watched the highlights. Everyone saw what he had
Jetzt sind wir bei
accomplished.
Ariza.
Truthfully, this is a new game. We'll see what he
Schon
can
haben wir
bring
Harden
tonight.
zur Point gepackt.
And the shot is long.
Well, what a force this guy is inside. And you can tell the defense wants to limit him as best they can.
Und Justice.
Young pass to Schmidt. Launches it. They get it back. Aldrich.
Schade.
It's stolen by Ariza.
Den Dreier muss ich einfach versuchen.
Anderson right side. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice
Dieses
feed.
Anderson so wide
And
open,
there it
das
is
verstehe ich
again.
einfach nicht. Das
On a
ist
lot of
viel zu
their
einfach.
possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Perez kicks to Young. Pass to Aldrich. Now here's Perez. In the game against Chicago, very impressive. Shot clock at 5.
Und Justice Harden
And
shoots,
Young
baby.
just dribbling the three there. Nice look.
And that's the shot that's dropping for Young when he is playing with confidence.
Harden gets to Ariza. Harden against Young. And Anderson has it in the corner. He wants to get it to Nene and does.
Obviously a different role for Nene.
Erstes
these
Tor von
past
Briquet.
few seasons. This was once one of the better starting centers in the league. Now he only starts in spots, and he just doesn't seem to have the same impact on the game.
And both free throws good for Nene. And with Nene, you think back to when he was able to plant himself on a blocked doors and just get any shot he wants through sheer strength and force. But not anymore.
Well, I think the one thing, Kevin, you could say is Nene still gives you good efficiency as a post player in terms of his productivity. The problem
Oh,
with
just
the way
again,
the game
Dubai.
is moving, it's harder to find him guaranteed minutes. Obviously, there are quicker and more versatile options at the power forward.
The Rockets with another miss.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the
just this
rebounding
orange juice,
numbers
baby.
as well.
Shots good for
Schöner
Young.
Basketball.
And Young is comfortable operating inside. When he gets that close to the hoop, the D has no chance.
Now here's Anderson. He picked up 15 points in their last win against New Orleans. Ariza outside. Here's Gordon. Prez with the rebound.
You know, tried to do it there instead of look for his
defense.
teammates, and I think he'll pass the next time.
Towns, a screen on Gordon. There's the lob to Towns. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
Der ging diesmal
Smart
nicht geklappt.
offensively in the first half, no doubt about it.
Hat zu
Oh, no
viel,
question. They're
zu viele Leute
taking what
gezogen.
the defense gives them rather than
Timeout Rockets,
forcing
15
things that aren't there. This
15
is
Punkte Führung
beautiful.
für uns, das
Bring
gefällt
it in.
mir.
Take a seat. I like what I see out there, fellas. We're playing like we want it more than them. Just keep squeezing that orange juice, gentlemen.
Andrew Wiggins checked in for Cole Aldrich. Harden outside.
Komm, Harden.
In the corner, it's Gordon. Shot clock at 6. Shot to stop the run. Harden, no good. That 2004 Wolves team was led by Kevin Garnett, the big ticket.
Wiggins, come on.
That was the season where he
Money,
won the
baby.
team's only national MVP award.
And
Court
Kevin,
vision.
what a shame that team fell short of making the finals. Injuries, if you remember, slowed them up in the playoffs. They weren't full strength. You look back, and that season was pure magic for Timberwolves
Gutes Foul.
fans.
War zwar unnötig,
Lewis,
aber
I
ein gutes
think
Foul.
you still hold one of the top spots for all-time assists of Providence.
Und Eric Gordon
Who do you
davon
think
abgehalten,
is
dass
the
er hier
best
keinen Einfluss-
right now at dishing out
keinen
assists
Einfluss
in
macht.
the NBA?
I think the guy who has the most complete command of the position right now is Chris Paul. The ball's on a string. He seems to make every right decision, willing to score it when he has to, Kevin, but you know his primary thought process is, who can I get the ball to fastest? DJ, Blake, JJ Redick, you name it, Chris Paul.
Orange Juice,
When
baby.
you were at the top of your game, when these guys are at the top of their game, is everything in slow motion? Is that when you know you've hit that stride as a point guard that you want to have?
I don't think there's any question, and one of the ways you get there is you watch a ton of film as a point guard because the game slows down on film. Your options.
That's how you attack.
Schöner Slam von Justice.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive
War zwar unnötig, weil
triggering
Nini da
some
schon
instant offense.
Yeah, and he was so quick to break on that one. A good sign that
feuchte
he read
Hände,
the
so würde ich
play.
sagen. Dem ist der
And the
Ball schon
replay,
fast
of
entglitten
course,
aus den
presented by
Händen.
Kia. What a play.
Aber
Listen,
naja.
we all know a healthy, motivated Nene is an elite player at both ends.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Monty Eunice is checked in for Anderson. Beasley comes in for Trevor Ariza. And
Justice.
Patrick Beverly in for Gordon.
Baby, that's money. That's orange juice all day, baby.
Set up on the play by Prez.
Yeah, and Young knew to try and find space outside when Prez got the ball. Great sequence there from Orange Juice.
Beasley the screen to the middle. Here's Monty Eunice. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going. And when you look at the Rockets, I mean, plenty of offense, but last year there was a huge drop-off defensively. And given this team's lofty goals, that really flies right in the face of that old adage, defense wins championships.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Nene. And it's Brewer in for James Harden. Towns the screen. And there's the pass to Bielitsa. Towns, and it's Towns on the follow.
Schöner
Towns
Tipp
has got
in.
his third
Von
basket of
Karl-Anthony
the night right
Towns.
there.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
High post.
Well, guys, we've seen James Harden become one of the most accomplished in the league at drawing fouls and getting to the free throw line. And he makes no apologies for his style. He said free throws are a part of basketball. Not necessarily going in there and trying to draw a foul, but if a person can't guard you, he has to foul you. Or I'm going to score every single time. Kevin?
Maybe the toughest cover in the league, DA. Thank you. Moniunas' shot is good. And talk.
Way to work, gentlemen. Let's go now. Hustle up.
Ach, come on, Coach. Warum ist uns denn jetzt
I love the
eine
energy,
Auszeit
fellas.
genommen? Das ist doch
I really
doof.
do. But now we got to keep it up and stay focused. Remember, you're my Pippen and you're my Jordan.
Ja, wir verstehen. Ich bin der Michael Jordan und Justice ist mein Scottie Pippen.
Okay,
wir gehen erstmal in die Halbzeit. Aber mit einer ordentlichen Führung, muss ich sagen. Mit einer 27-Punkte-Führung. Das nehmen wir wohl gerne mal so hin.
Good work, guys. Bring it in. Have a seat.
Ja, Coach. Gerne, aber wir gehen direkt wieder zurück aufs Feld.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. You look at Justice Young in this game, he's been everywhere.
And the threes, they just drop for him consistently. He was in a zone in that first half.
You don't identify him as a three-point shooter,
shaky.
but anyone, if you let him get going, can get it done.
And Minnesota has possession. Next matchup, they'll be home
Good
against the
von
Suns.
Timberwolves.
And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. So on the floor for Houston.
Komm, Justice.
Harden and Ariza, the athletic wing pair.
Schade.
Nene is out there with Ryan Anderson. And it's Beverly in at the point guard. It's stolen by Prez. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
And how about the skill from Perez down on the block, working
Money
hard
on the
inside
first.
and getting the contact in the process.
And going back to when you were growing up,
Money on
Doris,
the
which
second,
players did
baby.
you admire and look up to?
Yeah, Magic Johnson. I was a point guard. I obviously didn't have Magic size, but I loved how much Magic wanted to make the people around him feel great about playing the game.
Woo, baby.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
Yeah, and he's not going to let an opportunity like that get away. I mean, he's just going to go hard to the bucket.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. Here's the teardrop. Ariza no luck. The Timberwolves shooting has been wild. 76%. That's just unbelievable. Up off the screen. And a hard slam there from Prez to finish off the play.
Nice.
And that's the athleticism
Jetzt läuft's gerade aber
that
hier
had him
richtig.
so highly touted coming into the league.
Bin schon wieder on fire.
He tries for 3. And the 3 ball is good.
Ariza mit dem Dreier.
Ariza's got himself going with the triple. His first
30
basket of the
Punkte für
game.
uns.
Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Now Prez, he's got 8. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
The Timberwolves haven't yet missed a free throw. 5 for 5. Houston's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. It's stolen by Prez. Young with no one around. That ball's nice
Schön.
time from Wiggins.
Das ist super Basketball. Auch die Übersicht von Wiggins, dass er da nochmal den Pass nach außen bringt auf Justice. Der ist aber heute heiß,
That's something
22
they've got to
Punkte.
fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
They set the pick. Here's Nene, and it goes as the official calls the foul.
and one
Count
is
it.
for the
We'll shoot
Cat.
one more at the free throw line.
Too big, too strong. Nene powering through the contact. That's one heck of a finish.
So far, he's hit all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4. Prez kicks to Towns. Bjelica. That shot off the mark. Good work defensively by Harden. Releases. Good defensive work there by Young.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Komm,
He
just
knows
das.
it. He just got locked into scoring mode and couldn't get out of it.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Young against Harden. Pass to Beverly. There's the feed to Anderson. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Bjelica. 7 points in the game. Here's Schmidt. Rebound by Nene.
As long as he makes his presence known, sometimes that's all it takes to change the shot.
Harden kicks to Beverly. And the rejection by Towns.
Well, his value to this team on both ends. Not many guys can defend
Calvin
the
Towns
perimeter
noch
and the
gerettet an
rim
der
the way
Defense.
Towns can.
The Timberwolves have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Now here's Prez. Defended by Beverly.
schade.
Towns, no luck.
It's
Ein bisschen zu
hard
viel
not to
gewollt.
go for it when you see the chance for that alley-oop.
So much of this game is played loose, above the rim, but you still have to convert to count it.
Shoots a fader, and Nene with the basket on the assist by Beverly. And that's 13 points for Nene.
He's been taking what the defense gives him, shooting a high percentage, and they still trail.
Prez dishes to Towns. Kicks it to Prez. No one near him. And the jumper is good.
Money.
Prez has got 8 points here in this quarter. Rockets have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Harden kicks to Beverly. Got a piece of it. The kick out to Anderson. Anderson can't get that one to fall.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Dishes it to Prez. 5 on the clock. Towns in the corner. Another miss by Towns.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
And Trevor Ariza, one of the more consistent 3 and D wings, seems like he puts up pretty much the same numbers, Greg, every season.
Yeah, Kevin, a little bit of what you see is
aber
what
auch
you get.
Muscle,
The
ey.
difference I saw in him last year,
richtig
though,
Muscle hat,
although
ja.
subtle, was the dip in number
Oh,
of assists
Calvin
and
Towns
rebounds.
verletzt, das
One
gefällt
thing
mir aber gar
Ariza
nicht.
has to guard against is getting too comfortable floating to that three-point line.
Bjelica with the bucket.
The broad shoulders of Cat helps make him an excellent screener.
Houston's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Knocked away. It's stolen by Prez. And Prez with a clear path to the...
And look at Prez getting fancy out there. He loves putting on a show with that unreal athleticism.
Knocks it loose. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball here. Whole new look on the floor for Minnesota. Houston with a big group substitution here.
So, ich glaube, wir werden jetzt ausgewechselt. Boah, haben wir eine Führung,
For those
43
just
Punkte
joining us,
Führung,
fourth
krass.
quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Schmidt in at shooting guard. Hill is out there with Young. Then it's Ricky Rubio. And it's Jang in at the center position. So that's the Timberwolves 5. They get it back. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Here's Rubio. The Rockets pull it
Oh,
in.
was war das denn, Ricky?
Capella's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Rebound by Dang. The Timberwolves have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. He feeds it to Prez. The course, you've studied the league under both David Stern, the former commissioner, current commissioner, Adam Silver. What direction do you think the NBA is going right now?
You know, you never want to follow a legend,
wie konnte ich
and you
den
never
Lehrplan
want to
missen?
follow a guy like David Stern, who put the NBA into a stratosphere completely different than the league he took over. But you talk about a seamless transition and a guy who's paid his dues, so to speak. Adam Silver had been in the NBA office for so long. I love that his leadership style is different. He's not trying to be David Stern. He likes to be inclusive with his leadership. I don't think a commissioner has done a better job taking over for a legend.
Open-minded.
Totally open. You know what he is? David was perfect for his era. Adam is perfect for this era.
Well said. Catching up on the changes for Houston. Harrell, he's checked in for Anderson. Sam Decker comes in for Trevor Ariza. And it's Pablo Prigioni in for James Harden. Just 2 to shoot. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Houston's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. In the corner, it's Gordon. Good on the three-point shot.
He's made obvious improvements since the half, really getting into an offensive groove.
Minnesota with the ball. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Prez kicks to Hill. It's stolen by
Capella mit dem
Capella.
Snatch.
Shot by Gordon, wide open. And another three for Houston.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Pick up by Hill. Prez kicks to Hill. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that.
Well, the
Schöner
pick
Assist,
didn't
ein richtig
exactly
schöner Bounce-Pass.
neutralize the defender, but good concentration on the finish to still get the basket.
The dish to Prigioni. Here's Decker. Prez with the rebound. Prez has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Rubio the pass to Dang. Hill kicks to Prez. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. And Prez looking very calm as he drills that three-pointer.
And he has the confidence to take that shot when he wants. Nice finish to get his team 3 points.
Gordon against Rubio. Harrell kicks to Decker. Feeds it to Harrell. Houston needs to get a shot off. Prigioni for 3. A three-pointer is right on target.
Boy, that's the wrong man to leave wide open in three-point territory. He makes them pay.
Pick up by Hill. Passes it to Young. Right wing. 2 minutes. Jang dishes to Prez. Hill passes to Rubio. For the 3. That shot no good. Gordon with the defensive effort. A chance here to get a quick injury report. And let's get an update on James Harden's injury. David, any news there?
Thanks, Kevin. I just talked with the Rockets' head athletic trainer. He told me that in his opinion, the injury does not appear to be too serious.
Hahn hat sich auch
We're well
verletzt.
into this season, and that is the last thing this team needed. And that's going to make things much harder for them down the road. Kevin?
All right, David, and folks, we will, of course, keep everyone updated as we find out more.
And you know what? He could have a long road ahead in terms of getting back on the court. But one thing we all know, he's never been shy of hard work.
Yeah, his fortitude is tremendous. He's going to keep rehabilitating at the highest level until he's back out there with his teammates.
Cole Aldridge is checked in for Minnesota. Shabazz Muhammad comes in for Ricky Rubio. The Rockets also changing it up. Monty Eunice is checked in for Capella. Beasley comes in for Harrell. And it's Brewer in for Gordon. What do you think is the most difficult thing about being a rookie that they have to face, Doris, in the transition from the college game to the pro game?
Now, I'm interested in your response as well. I mean, the first 2 things that come to mind for me are physicality and length of season. Do you think that those are probably the 2 toughest adjustments?
Absolutely, but I also think that intangible is that being a what's it mean to be a professional? Because don't you think it covers the way you handle your off time, the way you practice, interact with the press? I mean, it's so multidimensional. Learning to be a pro just does not happen overnight.
Is there any better compliment in any field than to have someone say, that's a pro right there?
The best. Agreed, the best. Houston's gotten 3 of their 6 three-pointers to fall here in the fourth.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Timberwolves.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
They can chalk this
Schön,
one
der
up, but
Fadeaway
these
klappt
two
auch sogar
teams
hier.
will see plenty more of one another before the season's over. A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Prez.
I really thought his playmaking fueled the energy for them tonight. His teammates were confident that they'd get the ball when they were ready, and really nice job making his guys comfortable.
Clearly a foul.
The free throw drops for Modi Yunus. Good on both.
Über 40 Punkte, ey. Als Führung.
Prez with the ball. Zhang a screen. Prez kicks to Muhammad. It's Young on the wing. Zhang dishes to Prez. Just 4 to shoot. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Muhammad, no luck. Here's Prigioni, guarded by Schmidt. Prigioni, the pass to Decker. Here's Moni Yunus. Off target from three-point range.
Schön, sich ein Rebound
And
holen
so
wir
it's
jetzt
the
auch noch.
Timberwolves
Wo
taking
kommen denn
care
die
of
Girls auf
business
einmal
here.
her?
It was a tale of two teams tonight.
Ja, ich würde sagen, souverän
Total
gespielt,
control,
fast das
operating flawlessly.
Ruf. Nicht nur ein
Yeah,
Triple-Double
just
fast, sondern fast ein
they
Quad-Double.
couldn't
I mean, the energy
Heftig.
here is just
19 Punkte, 7 Rebounds,
so
14 Assists, 6
tremendous.
Steals, das lässt sich sehen. Ich würde sagen, damit verabschiede ich mich in die nächste Folge und ich hoffe, ihr schaltet da auch wieder ein. I'm out, folks. Peace.
From their perspective.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And we'll see you next time.
What's up, Steve?
What's going on, Prez? Guys back in the studio want to talk to you.
Perfect.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey everybody, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. It is time now to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Prez.
Hey, what's up? It's Kenny here, man. You guys won this one going away. Now, what was it that gave your team such an advantage tonight?
Man, I thought we worked really well together. Everyone did what they were supposed to do on both ends of the floor, and we took the game plan that Coach gave us and ran it exactly the way he asked, basically.
Yeah, it was pure perfection tonight. You guys were effortless, and great job again.
Thank you so much, man. Have a good one.
That's going to do it for our broadcast tonight. We certainly hope you've enjoyed the show, don't we, guys?
It was great.
Yeah. Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and for Kevin Harlan and the entire 2K Sports crew, all 653,000 of them.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Hard-working.
A lot of people.
Yeah. It's a long line at the buffet, though.
Yeah. Shout out to the T-Pose, man.
Oh,
I don't know his name, but I know his face.
I'm Ernie Johnson. See you next time.